Hello there. I happen to have a question for you. When you look at these mostly uncut, unprepped vegetables, tell me, what do you see? If you thought it's the building block to a perfect pot roast, you'd be absolutely correct. But unfortunately, these vegetables are not going to prepare themselves. So today, I'm using this. This right here is what we call a nakiri, and it's made specifically for cutting vegetables. And this one right here is made by ButterFork. To be honest with you, the knife is doing all of the work. Cutting is taking literally no effort. And if you've ever prepped carrot before, then you know that it loves to stick to knives, and to be honest with you, I'm not really getting that right now. I'm getting clean cuts with minimal stickage to the knife. Now, because onion is absolutely required in pot roast, and you're watching my channel, you should not be surprised at all that I'm prepping an onion. And because carrot can be harder to cut, you would not be surprised at all to know that this knife is cutting through this onion with minimal effort. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge that this is only half of an onion. When I go to the grocery store looking to buy vegetables, more specifically onion, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Let me tell you something, I cannot recall the last time I've had such an easy time cutting onion, and I cannot recall the last time I cut half an onion and had this much from it. Would you believe me if I told you that in the store they sell pieces of celery this damn small? But I guess it makes sense because they don't sell celery individually, and the normal bunches they sell are entirely too big. Whenever I buy celery, typically I only ever need 2 stalks, so the rest of it gets thrown away, and it's really a waste of money. Start selling celery individually, please. And while I don't care for celery very much, to bring pot roast to life, to me, you kinda need it. I've been making this recipe long enough to know that once the celery cooks down, the flavor that it brings cannot be replaced. Now, I don't know how you all like your pot roast, but I like mine served over a bed of mashed potatoes. And dare I say, the easiest way to prepare mashed potatoes is to take whole potatoes and to cut them down to size. Now, because I'm both an open and honest fellow, I will say that these potatoes are slightly sticking to the knife. With that being said, they're still cutting through quite easily, and I can't complain. Now, I'm gonna ask you again, when you see this Herculean size cut of beef, what do you see? If you thought this is what makes pot roast, you'd be absolutely correct. So what we do now is we take our 8-inch chef knife, also from ButterFork, and we cut down this beef into more manageable pieces. I'm thinking we're gonna cut this down into thirds, maybe fourths, but we'll see. Good God. This is what I like to see. There's no better feeling than having a knife cut through meat like butter. See what I did there? Our meat prepped, our vegetables are prepped. I am a happy boy. And honestly, look at the packaging. It's very clean. When you're done with the knives, you can easily and securely store them away, and style, might I add. Something that I absolutely must say is that the knife felt really nice and comfortable in my hand. I felt that when I took them out the box and held them for the first time. And what's super clutch is if the handle gets damaged, you don't have to replace the whole knife. You take this here and stick it in 2 of the holes, and after giving it a slight turn, this part comes out, and then this part comes out. That's crazy, man. I've never taken the handle off a knife before. We're all learning something new here. Now, to be fair, this was my first couple of times I have used them, but I will say I am very impressed. Big time shout out to ButterFork for sending these over. If you yourself are curious, which you should be, click the link in the description to save yourself 10% at checkout. Part 2, where we cook everything, is coming real soon.